Hey everyone, welcome back to another video. In today's video we're going to go over the Tarot Labyrinth, which is a new game mode and it's pretty fun. I have tried like 3 floors so far and I'm going to go against my fourth. Although it says recommended level is 24, so I'm not supposed to actually go battle. What you should do in this case instead is sweep the previous floor so you can get additional stats, which will then help you level up your hero to level 24. So the stats from those heroes, or rather the Lucifer, are not really taken from your own personal Lucifer, but they're same for everyone in the game. The only thing that they take from your own Lucifer are these buffs right here. So as you can see at 8-star Lucifer, when exploring floor 3 and above, you gain 1 additional skill at the start of the exploration. Then at the 11 stars you gain 2, and the 13 stars you gain 3. So this is a nice buff that is pretty important at the start of the stage. So we're going to go ahead and face the floor 4, even though we're not in the recommended level tier, and going to go over this new game mode. As for the rewards are really generous. We have 5,000 diamonds at just floor 15. We have some relic decrees that are really updated, so that's really important thing. It doesn't have Magatama or Banner, which is unfortunate, but it does have up to Gleipnir, which is really nice, so you can get some additional relics. And then at the floor 50 you have a DD selector that is pretty up to date and pretty nice to get, so overall the rewards are pretty great. You also have a ranking which is not that great because the rewards are really horrible. The only important reward is kind of like this frame if you need it, but the rewards for the ranking are really irrelevant, although these chests right here are all nice, but you can definitely live without them. Here you can see the skill archive, so these are the skills that you have so far discovered. There are some, as you can see, that I have never seen, so I'm going to also try and make a skill tier list later on in the season once I discover all of them. But so far the rapid shot definitely seems like an S tier, like easily S tier, and the Phantom Hunter as well. So you can have 2 or 3 playstyles. You can play around Lucifer skills, you can play around the Phantom that shoots the arrows, and you can play around the lightning strikes, you can play around corrode, and then just pure Lucifer stats. So far all of these worked because these floors right here are not all of that difficult to beat, so you can do anything about it. And keep in mind that this is a new game mode, so there's improvements to be made, so don't worry, it will very likely get better as the time goes by. So here as you start you have a select skill. Actually I do, because my Lucifer is 8 stars and 12 stars at the same time, so I actually get to pick 2 skills at the start of the battle. And here are the options you can go for. So Eternal Flame is attacks have a chance to apply burn, so you can also play burn even though there's a corrode. I assume this is just a icon used for the dot damage. Then you have Thunder Strike, which is basic attacks have a chance to release 2 like instances of Lightning Strike. And then you have Lightning Omen, which is during the first round release 3 instances of Lightning Strike, which is what I'm going to go for. 3 is higher than 2, and also this is RNG, whereas this one is not. So the next skill we're going to pick is going to be either the Phantom or casting ultimate restores small amount of HP, which I currently don't really need, or after taking action there's a chance to restore HP, which I also don't need currently. This is also an HP recovery, but at least it has an attack, so it fires at enemy and actually deals damage. So once you select your skills, the first round is going to be some basic round that will increase your stats. After that you move forward. So this is very similar gameplay to the Capybara Go if you have played. Then you take on the wheel, which you can summon. This pretty RNG, so you might get something bad like me, or you might get a legendary skill. At the start of each round, trigger an additional lightning strike, which is really good for our combo. We're going to build lightning strikes this time, and later on pivot into the archer, or rather the phantom. So this is the first battle we do. Let's see how we do, because we're out leveled, but it seems like it doesn't matter so far. So this is a good sign. We have won our first battle, and then you get to pick yet another skill. So when it comes to these percentage increases, don't actually ever pick them in this early game, because your stats are so low base stat that percentage increase is really minimal and it really is not worth it. Basic attack has a chance to grant as a shield, or lightning strikes. We're going to go for the lightning strikes because that's our build. So we're going to go move forward. The next skill is going to be we're meeting the Isis, and then she offers us either to get one random skill or walk away so nothing happens. You will always want to get one random skill because it doesn't really hurt you in any other way. Additionally, increases the crit rate of basic attacks, not something we need, but maybe we'll go some Lucifer build along with the lightning strikes. So then we go into another battle. Our skills trigger, which is the lightning strikes, and then our Lucifer hits, and then we get hit back. So the enemy hitting back is actually quite strong. It hurt a lot, so 7% of our HP, but we survived. So then we have Corrosive Arrow against Cycling Arrow and Eternal Flame. We don't really want the Flame, although I have never really tried it. Maybe it's really good, but the Corrosive Arrow basically applies Corrode. Corrode does about 50 to 60 damage every time, and it stacks. So if you have 3 stacks of Corrode, it will triple the damage. And yeah, this is just simply better than the Cyclic Arrow because it's with Corrode and this is without anything. So after that we move forward, we will probably meet something else. We meet Python's Mirror, which says lose one skill, gain one skill, or nothing happens. So we don't really want to lose a skill because it's quite RNG. So we will just move forward like nothing ever happened. Then we meet yet another battle, which we'll go into. All of these bosses have different kind of skills and different kind of mechanics, as well as different kind of buffs. Here we triggered the lightning and our phantom hit in the second round and actually healed us back. After our battle we can see some Lucifer buffs, like right here. Increase counter rate, counter attacks apply only to basic attacks. This should actually trigger, or rather improve our chance to trigger the lightning strikes on basic attacks, which is 2 lightning strikes, where this lightning arrow is just 1 additional. So we're going to go and increase the chance to counterattack and hope that it will trigger the lightning hits back. Then we move forward and we meet Dorabella, which gives us the Magician's Game, which is basically spinning this wheel in chance of a skill. And our skill is not that good, it's just a basic cycling arrow. So we move forward and probably go to another battle. In here you have the what's incoming in the future rounds. So we go into the battle and see how it goes and if our counterattack actually triggers. But so far it looks like we will be able to kill them with just basic hits. Our HP is kind of critical, we only have 70%. When HP drops below 30%, we restore 15% HP for 3 rounds. This effect only triggers 1 time per battle. This is kind of good, but I don't think we will drop that low. So upon reaching a total of 7 attacks, release additional 2 lightning strikes, or every 2 rounds Phantom fires an arrow to attack 1 time and granting a chance to trigger a lightning strike. I will go with the Charger Bolt because we do have counter attack skill, and I will try to play around Lucifer counter skills and Lucifer skills in general. And we meet a wolf pack, which grants us some additional attack. As you can see, 3% is a really minimal increase. In this star coin wheel, you get these star coins that help you basically enhance the stats of your Lucifer. So as you have seen, we have been under leveled for this level, but we are still doing great. But next time we will have a bit more levels because of those coins. In here I always take increase HP and then later on heal. It's always better to have more HP and then later on heal than healing and then stacking HP, in my opinion. In the 13th round we have a battle against a wizard, so we're going to challenge him and see how the battle goes. We go first with lightning strikes, and we're unfortunately not doing a lot of damage. We did counterattack, but it did not trigger the lightning strikes. The pet did summon it, but we're seems like losing a lot HP in here. The burn does 215 damage, which is a lot, so maybe we'll pick some burn along the way. We're at 50% HP, which is quite critical. In here, after defeating the harder boss, you have a chance to gain a legendary tier buff, so increase crit rate, combo rate, and counter attack rate. Combo hits and counter attacks apply only to basic attacks. This is really good for our Lucifer build. Then drastically increase combo rate, allowing up to 2 combo hits but reduce basic attack damage. This is slightly worse than Arcane Ritual in my opinion. And then Bloodthirst Frenzy, when HP drops below 30%, drastically increase damage dealt and damage taken, and restore HP upon defeating an enemy. I will go with the Arcane Ritual, it just seems better because combo rate and counter attack rate is what we are looking for. We will later on need also some kind of lifesteal because we're too low on HP and we really do need to heal up. And in here we have option to either heal up 30% of HP or spin the lucky wheel once. we're going to go ahead and heal just to be sure and save for the next battle, which is going to be right now. This battle shouldn't be that strong or difficult because it's just a common enemy, so we're going to see how it happens. We're doing the counter attacks and the combo hits, so it's looking great, but we do need seriously some kind of healing back because this is looking really bad. The Phantom Slashers does increase combo rate upon landing a combo hit, increase attack, which can stack. The cooldown of all arrows fired by Phantoms is reduced to 1. A rapid shot is insane. I will take it. It's just really broken. All of your shots happen first round instead of second round. Then we pass by Dorabella and we get a magical spin again. Hopefully we get something better, and we got absolutely nothing. So we're going to go ahead and move forward. Unfortunately, nothing happened. We got 3% defense increase, which is minimal. Again, we're doing this under a level, so it wouldn't be surprised if we lost. HP is useless, percentages are useless. We're just going to heal 15% of HP and move forward. Challenging this boss should be easy because it's a common boss, but then again, we don't really have a way to lifesteal. Actually, we do with our combo shots from our Phantom, but it's kind of RNG, but it did trigger this time around, so we did heal a bit on this round. So in here we either take allowing up to 2 combo hits, or we take healing after action, which is just a chance, but we're going to go ahead and take the combo hits increase. Hopefully it doesn't ruin my streak of winning. In this case, we're going to spin for the coins, so we have after the battle something to level up or lose for it. It's 400 coins, which is pretty good. Moving forward, we have a battle against a common enemy, so we're going to go and see what it does. Unfortunately, I'm not hitting any combo attacks, and the hits from him actually hurt a lot, so we're going to definitely need to pick up some healing and some additional max HP. During the first round, increase the counter rate by 100%. When HP drops below 30%, we can increase. This is lightning arm. I'm going to increase the counter attack rate by 100%. Hopefully that also stacks with the combo hit, so we're hitting twice in the battle. And hopefully this time we get something better. Uncommon skill 2 times, it's actually not terrible. Those are some okay-ish. The first one wasn't really that good, but the second was quite alright. Then the second battle against common enemy. We're healing some health from the Phantom, but we need more additional healing. As you can see, Phantom does a lot of damage and the enemy hits a lot. So counterattack doesn't stack with combo attack, unfortunately, but we're relying on a Phantom to deal all of the damage with the lightning strike. So Lucifer build, in my opinion, is not that good. We should have just gone for the chain lightnings and for the Phantom's hits. So we're here going to take lightning strike because this skill is really broken, almost as broken as the rapid arrow, so I do believe. And we luckily land on the tent that is going to heal us, and we're definitely taking the full heal. Even though max HP would have been good, this is the boss that we're facing. I'm not sure we are going to win, because we're not really that good with the skills. These are our skills. Unfortunately, I don't think they're good because they're all over the place. So we have Lucifer skills, we have the Phantom skills, and we also have the lightning skills. I think focusing on only 2 is the best option, whereas splitting on 3 is definitely not the option. So we're going to go ahead and challenge this boss, although I'm not too confident we will win, but here goes nothing. This boss also has minions. Let's see, there are no debuffs on this boss, so the minion looks like it respawned and it's tanking a lot of hits. It also does 50 damage. That's unfortunate. We will see how much the boss strikes. It's not that big actually, so the boss doesn't really strike that much, but as you can see, the Phantom and the lightnings are just carrying this entire battle. Lucifer herself isn't doing all of that much. Her ultimate hit was good. So the boss has a skill of applying the shields to themselves. Let's see the amount of shields. Looks like about 5000 HP, which is definitely good for the boss, not for me. But yeah, Lucifer is hitting not that much, only 500 damage, but this should be like 10 hits to break the shield. Hopefully the boss doesn't apply it once again. The Phantom is healing us, which is really big. The minions are luckily not doing that much damage. And yeah, the lightning and the Phantom are just carrying this entire battle. The Lucifer skills, maybe I didn't pick the good ones, but I'm pretty sure the Phantom build is just really the strongest build you can go for. The amount of hits it does, and with lightning paired, it's just insane amounts of combos you can get. And yeah, we should be winning this, even though we were a level down as suggested. It did work, maybe because it's a floor 4 only, so this wouldn't work on like floor 6 or above. So definitely don't do that. Always sweep or even go with a level above just in case, just to be sure. And yeah, this was the run. Hopefully you have learned something new. Hopefully you understand the skills. There are a lot of them that I didn't even discover. They probably show up later in the battle. But yeah, this round wasn't really all that difficult. Unfortunately, all of the damage goes to Lucifer, which is really sad. I wanted to see how much the Phantom and the Lightning do. But yeah, this was the battle. After you win, you get this screen of the some pet shards, you get some coins to level up your Lucifer, and some of these chests, which are not that good, but not all of that terrible. So yeah, the floor 5 was just unlocked. Recommended level is 30, so I will be having to sweep this Lucifer a lot of times. This is a bit RNG too, because it depends on how many coins you win on that spin wheel. So definitely sometimes you just can't control it. I will have to sweep this like 3 or 4 times more for some additional coins. So yeah, let's see if the change. So yeah, the coin value also changes per floor, so you definitely want to sweep the latest. You don't want to oversweep some floor to later regret it. To play this game mode, you have to have these tarot cards, which regenerate every 2 hours, and to play you need 2 cards, so it's actually 4 hours for one run, which is 6 runs per day. So it's not a lot, but it's definitely something. If you run behind, you will be forever behind in the ranking, as you can see. But a lot of players are stuck on the 6th stage because it's just too difficult to actually beat. Some additional rules that there are: so the labyrinth consists of 60 floors, so 50 is not the max, it's 60. And as long as you reach 50, you will be safe for the selector DD card. And important thing is, all skills obtained within a floor will be cleared once the challenge runs, all of your stats as well. Each floor provides rewards based on the completion progress. And yeah, definitely having gotten 11 stars Lucifer will be of a lot of help, especially for those that are in like a tough spot when it comes to clearing. So 13 star Lucifer is also one additional skill which could definitely snowball to a lot. So yeah, overall this game mode is really amazing. It's fun so far. Hopefully they keep playing with the skills and adjusting them, and as well with the game mode. Hopefully it gets improvements later on as the time passes. But so far, for a first time release game mode, it's actually pretty cool. It's not buggy, it doesn't feel like chore, and the rewards are absolutely worth it. That's what matters the most. It has skill archive, which I really appreciate. Hopefully we discover some more skills, and as I said, I will be making a skill tier list once I figure this out even more. So yeah, definitely want to use everything you can, and don't worry about ranking, it doesn't matter. The main reward are these floor passes, so that's pretty nice. I don't really appreciate the ranking rewards, but sometimes they're just too big to ignore, like in the Sacred Gambit. But yeah, to find the Terror Labyrinth, it's in the Sacred Gambit. Basically, you go to the seasonal mode. You have to be level 103 in the season to unlock this, and seasonal mode, if you're a newbie, you unlock at the day 22 and level 50. So you go to the Sealed Land and you go to the Terror Labyrinth, and this is where you find it. So yeah, thank you guys for watching, good luck in your game modes, and see you in the next one.